Hello everyone and welcome to my corner of the world and welcome to November's card class to go. And this is the card that we'll be looking at in this video. The three other cards in this series will be in separate videos. You'll need to look out for those. And so if you purchase the full kit, you will have received the stamp set that I chose to use this month, One for All, plus the Early Espresso ink pad, and you will have the kit to make 2 cards, plus access to these videos and the PDF instructions. If you purchased option 2, you will have received the supplies to make 2 cards, and if you purchase option 3, you would have received access to the PDFs and the videos. So let's go ahead and start this card. So in your kit you will have received the following. So let's get these all out, and you'll need to make sure you look out for the little candle charm. So make sure you pick that out of the bag. So you've got your card base. This is Rich Razzleberry, and then you're going to have 4 pieces of the Share What You Love Designer Series paper, and then you will have a smaller piece of Rich Razzleberry and a coordinating piece of Whisper White. Then you'll have 2 pieces of Whisper White. Now these are quarter sheets, they're exactly the same size, and then your envelope. And then you also should have a Rich Razzleberry balloon and a silver glimmer paper balloon as well. So we're going to set those embellishments aside and we're going to make a start on this card. So I'm going to set aside for a few moments these pieces, and we're going to work on one of the quarter sheets of Whisper White and the small white panel, and we're going to be using the Happy Birthday stamp. So this is the one that we're going to be using today. So we're going to just pop it on a block, press it firmly, and then you ink it up with the stamp pad. And you'll want to make sure that you get a good ink coverage with this, because it's quite a big stamp and those surfaces are quite broad. So if you just make sure before you stamp that you've got good ink. If you find that it's difficult, just give it a little wiggle on the ink pad and you'll find it picks up lots of lovely ink. So we're just going to pop that one firmly in the middle, and you want to press firmly, make sure you press firmly in the middle so that we can transfer that ink and we get that lovely image there. So again, we're going to set that to one side. Now on the inside of my card, you'll see that I have used this little curlicue, and I've got that from this other stamp that's in the set. And I'm going to share with you now a masking technique for just getting the curly bit and not the letters. So I'm going to be using some adhesive tape, and I'm masking off the letters here like that, and I'm just going to put an extra piece down the bottom, and then I'm going to use the ink pad, and I'm just going to make sure I just get the top of this stamp on, and then we're going to remove the pieces of tape and discard them, and then we're going to get the piece of card that's going to go inside, and we're just going to put the design there, and you'll repeat the bead so that you can decorate the envelope using exactly the same technique. So I'll put my ink away now so that I don't get covered in it, and now we can start to assemble. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other quarter sheet and my 4 pieces of Share What You Love Designer Series paper, and I'm going to lay them out like this. And what I'm looking for is to get like an even border all the way around, and I find it easier if I lay them out first before I start sticking. So I am going to use a liquid adhesive. You are welcome to use a glue stick or snail, whatever is your preference, and I'm just going to position that like that, and then I'm going to get the next piece and I'm looking to make sure that this bit is level and that I have got the same margin on this side as I have on that side. So I think we're pretty good to go there. And then my last 2 pieces. And again, I am looking for my margins more or less on the edge of the card rather than the middle. And you'll see in a moment when we do the assembly, because there's a piece in the middle, then it's not quite so critical to have those equidistant. So we're just going to and that's why I like to use this liquid glue, because it does give you an opportunity to move and float the paper down to get your finish. So then I've got my card base. I'm just going to put the fold in. You'll see I've scored it for you. And then we're going to use some dimensionals. I like to use 1 on each corner and 1 in the middle. And I'm going to put the lid on that before it leaks all over. And then I find if I just push a nail into the center of the dimensional, it just helps lift up that backing a tiny piece. And then I'm just going to center that up, lovely, like that. And now I'm going to use my liquid glue to put the inside of my inside layer. I like to use a layer because this color, this darker color, isn't so easy to write on unless you happen to have a white or maybe a silver or gold pen. But I do like something that I can write onto. So my next piece is I'm going to attach these 2 together, and I'm going to just have them offset. They're actually exactly the same size, but I'm just going to offset them slightly. But I want to do it in such a way that it doesn't sort of go too far outside the actual boundaries of the card. So again, I'm going to use my liquid glue, and I'm just going to pop it like that, and then back in again with some dimensionals. Where did they go? There they are. And one in each corner, 1 in the middle. Again, put my nails in into the centers of those, and it just helps lift them up. And then I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to make it so that the actual piece with the message on is square to the card. And that means that the coloured piece underneath is the one that's offset. Then I'm going to get my 2 balloons, and I'm going to use a glue dot to stick the two balloons together like that. Press firmly, and then a dimensional underneath, and I want it to go here, and so I'm going to put my dimensional onto the piece of card, and then I'm going to put my balloons down, and that way I can make sure that it doesn't go outside the edge of my card. And then you will find that the little candle embellishment has some double-sided tape on the back, so you're just going to remove the backing, and then you can pop it up. I think I'm going to put it straight like that. And then also in your kit you will have some silver pearls, so I am just going to dot a few on my card. I'm going to use my pick your tool. This has a little bit of putty in it, which makes it really easy to pick up the pearls and position them on your card. So there's the second card in this month's card class to go. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Look out for the other videos. I really appreciate you participating in the class this month, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.